Welcome down onto the tech desk. Quick video for you today as we're going to be looking at this. This is the TomToc armor case for the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. Scenario is, I went away last weekend and I needed to take my Pro Controller. I didn't want to take my Switch, didn't want to take my dock, didn't want to take anything else other than my Pro Controller. If you've ever done that and wanging this in your bag, it's a bit dangerous because I didn't want it to get scratched or battered around, but mainly I didn't want it to be pressed and the sticks pressed and it turn on and then the battery kind of starts to get flat if it's trying to power itself on. So this arrived from Amazon and it's a brilliant solution. There's not much of an unboxing. It just comes in this with clear plastic with a cardboard bit to it. It says at the bottom there, heavy duty protection, drop tested and lightweight for the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. They do other controllers as well. I think they do one for the DualSense and others as well. I'll leave links below where you can go and see all of them if you want it, but I needed it for the Pro Controller. And then a bit about it on the back. Great. So when you get it, the first thing you'll notice is how light it is. It is super light. It's fantastic. It's 114 grams. Putting that into perspective, this is 250, so this is less than half the weight of a Pro Controller. And it's like this tough material and it's like translucent so you can see through it. So if you do have any kind of skins or any, you've changed the shell on your Pro Controller, you'll be able to see that just through here. It's fantastic, and it's got, if you get close up, it's kind of got this crystal look to it. Lovely. And then it has all the appropriate parts for the buttons and the sticks there. So when this goes in, the sticks, they ain't gonna move. And just down the bottom there, there's this is a lanyard hole, and they reckon that could take 20 kilograms of pulling force. And then big thing here, this is the red class. This is how you open it. You pop that open at the top and it unclips there, so you pop it like that and it unclips like that, and then you just fold it open, easy. And then when you open it up, you realise how thin it actually is. I mean, it's only a few millimetres thick, super thin, so that's why it's so light. And obviously when you put this in, the fit is magnificent. It is such a tight fit. It's great. So that ain't going anywhere. And then obviously folding it up, putting the clasp back on and clipping it in. The buttons ain't going to get pressed. No way is this going to turn on. And a couple other things as well. So when you flip it over there, you can charge it there. So you can plug your cable in there. You don't need to take it out to charge it. That's a nice little feature. So just pop USB in there and charge it while it's in it. I want to talk to you about a few things in it. Heavy duty protection, you ever talked about that. Drop tested. Now, I have dropped this. I did this. I took it outside and I purposefully dropped it on some concrete. I don't suggest you do that. Let me do that and tell you how I fared. I dropped it from around waist height. I thought that'd be average. And as you can see, it did scratch it a bit, as you'd expect, but it didn't scratch my Pro Controller, obviously. So, and it didn't mark my Pro Controller. My Pro Controller was perfectly fine after that. I dropped it about 5 or 6 times and it was fine after that. So drop testing it, for me, it worked. Don't go out and drop test this if I were you. But I mean, dropping this on carpet or anything like that is going to be no problem at all. And then we talked about lightweight, and there's also something else it talks about on Amazon. It says it's splash-proof, not waterproof, splash-proof. Yes, it is splash-proof because it's got a really nice tight seal around here, but I wouldn't start firing water this way because that's going to get into the charging port there. So it's splash-proof for kind of if your water's going to be going that way, and that way. It's not going to be splash-proof if it's going that way because you're going to get water in there. Okay, so when, as I said, I took this away, you're going to wang this in your bag and it's going to be brilliant. It's going to protect it. Absolutely superb product. If you want to take your Pro Controller away with you, just the Pro Controller and nothing else, this is brilliant. Leave links down below of where you can get hold of this. This is the armor case protection for the Switch Pro Controller from TomToc. Love it. Until the next video, bye-bye.